What is up, everybody? Welcome. This is Brian Pulido, proud publisher of Coffin Comics, and welcome to the Sworn Club show. That's right. This is our monthly show. I'm going to let you know how it's going to go. Today, I'm going to start off with some news. Then we're actually going to do a raffle for some current Sworn Club members to pick some good stuff. And then I got a couple of surprises. We're going to take a trip down memory lane. And man, we got a couple of cool videos to spin for you as well. So without further ado, again, we're at the Sworn Club show. And let's get into the news, everybody. First up, Lady Death Savage Reign. I want to thank all 2,557 backers. I also want to welcome everyone here who is live in the comments, and on occasion I'm going to name check you and see what's what. But thank you so much. As you know, or maybe don't know, Coffin Comics has moved off the Kickstarter platform, a platform we love and has been life-changing, to our own platform, Coffin Launch. That's right, Coffin Launch, and we launched our first campaign, Lady Death Savage Reign, and Sworn Nation rallied around this project, and man, again, 2,557 backers. Thank you so much. Next up, I want to let you know that the Savage Reign pop-up shop launches Monday, March 17th at 11 a.m. It will be open for 1 week. So if you didn't get in on the campaign, if there's a couple of goodies you may want, you were thinking about, that'll be the chance. You may be asking yourself, is Coffin Comics going to pop something on there that's unexpected? The chances are very good. All right, next up. Lady Death Eternal Sabbath Premiere Phase 2 and Mysterious Boxes this Friday, March 14th. Be at coffincomicsshop.com because we got the goods, everybody. That's right, Eternal Sabbath Phase 2. What that means is any couple of extra editions that were left over from the campaign, we're going to pop them on. So that includes editions that were left over from the mystery envelope. That's right. Now, let's get into it. Since we're talking about Sworn Club, let's talk about the Sworn Fest Memory Book. Here's an actual edition of it. The Sworn Fest Memory Book contains a zillion images from Sworn Fest 2024. Let me show you some of these images. So it's 24 pages. It's pure photography. You, if you attended, may very well be in there. That's right. We go through everything in a linear fashion from the first night all the way through Saturday. There's the instant edition being done. Tons of pictures of people. Here's Saturday, what happened on Saturday at Sworn Fest. Hundreds and hundreds of pictures. Saturday night, a little party action. Nothing that we could blackmail people on. Here's even our Saturday night karaoke. So you get the picture. Not only can you receive this if you order it in this edition, you can also have it personalized, and every purchase comes with a free link to a digital download of all of the images that were taken by official photographer Bernie Fritz. So that's over 1,300 images that were taken at Sworn Fest. So sale on this one has been extended to March 24th till 5 p.m. So get in on it. This one was fun, made with a lot of passion and excitement. Next up, everybody, here it comes. Next week, La Muerta Nemesis is coming to Coffin Launch on next Thursday, and the 20th. And tomorrow, Thursday, I'm going to do another preview, but this time we're going to actually walk through the entire campaign so you can get more familiar with it. Now, the lead story has La Muerta versus Madame Midnight in New Orleans, and then the additional story we're adding on is La Muerta She, Billy Tucci's She. Billy and I loaned each other our characters. Billy made She Gatecrasher, and Lady Death is in 8 pages of that one. And then we got loaned She, and we did an 8-page story of La Muerta She. And these two characters, they balance out really nice. Street level vigilante action And of course, Billy read my story, our story rather, and vice versa. So both creators have signed off and we're real comfortable with the results. I think you're going to like Gatecrash. I think you're going to love also La Muerta She. Now, next up, let's see here. Oh, you can see it right here. So look, when La Muerta launches Nemesis, for the first 24 hours, we are going to let all physical backers receive a free double-sided coin with custom art by Joel Gomez. So please sign up to be notified now. We're going to drop that link. That way you'll be notified. I get it. Lots of stuff going on. Met people at Emerald City Comic Con, stoked about stuff. Sometimes things go on. They love to be reminded. So I'm reminding you, sign up to be notified now. That way you can be eligible to receive a free coin designed by Joel Gomez, custom for this campaign. And let me tell you, this image is great, but it's not doing it justice. We have some serious trickery afoot, and we're doing a couple of things that we've never done before on a coin. It is our hope that we will receive some actual samples to show you early on in the campaign, because this one is going to be a stunner, no exaggeration. All right, I'm looking at what people have to say, looking at comments. Very cool, very yin and yang. Yup, Tony can't wait, thank you. Jay Taylor, how you doing, my man? And let's see here, Jake Anthony LaCava. Gomez did a beautiful job. You're only saying that because it's true. All right, everybody, here's some more news. It's all about to get real. Sora Sung Artist Celebration. Sora Sung in the house at Coffin Comics HQ in Mesa, Arizona. This campaign, this promotion launches April 16th. That's a Wednesday, but that Saturday, Sora is going to be here in Mesa, Arizona, and you are cordially invited to be part of this celebration. This one's amazing, folks. Four fresh covers by Sora. 3 with a fairy tale theme. 1 with a zodiac theme. She outdid herself. I think anyone who's a fan of the work of Sora Sung knows that she pushes it every time. And this is no different. Just imagine 3 images all new at once, plus a zodiac. Crazy. So, you can be online anywhere in the world. That's fine. And order this stuff because it's bananas. That starts April 16th. And then be at Coffin Comics HQ. That's right, I'm calling it HQ. Saturday, April 19th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Be here while Sora is here and get your stuff signed. Okay, Lewis Collins says, what's up, Brian? Lewis, everything's up, man. This is what's happening. Then Resham Aaron says, any chance of doing more mini gallery books? I don't know. I think it ran its course. We did one for Lady Death, La Muerta, and Elwich. I loved it. I hope you did too. You know, it's one of those things I've always wanted to do. I got it out of my system. So if I hear enough of you boys and girls out there screaming for them, maybe I'll change my mind. But as far as I'm concerned, we did it, and it was great. All right, let's see here. Clint Hobby said, I just got my Rohoff figure, and I saw other characters on the back that don't have figures yet. Will those be figures eventually? Wargoth Satanus Gunfighter. You bet your bottom dollar those figures are coming. That and more. Get ready. Roll up your sleeves. Coffin ain't taking any prisoners. We have more 3D coming that will thrill, tantalize, and delight you. That's what's up. All right, everybody. Next up, for all you Active Sworn Club members, let's give you something just because you're cool. Let's do the raffle. But before that, let's check out a video. Action on the video. Hi, this is Brian Pulido, creator of La Muerta, and I'm presenting the all-new 48-page original graphic novel entitled La Muerta, Nemesis. When an innocent child witnesses her mother's brutal killing, Maria Diaz can promise only one thing: vengeance. But this is no simple murder. Maria must become the street vigilante La Muerta once again and track the killer to New Orleans. There, she is plunged into a shadowy world of secrets and sacrificial bloodshed, which lead her on a collision course with Madame Midnight, Hoodoo Princess of New Orleans. Without Santa Muerte to guide her, can La Muerta uncover the dark truth? Or will she fall prey to the vicious, unkillable Baron X? Bonus story. For the first time ever, La Muerta battles the one and only She, a tale of blazing bullets and martial arts madness. Please back our campaign now and tell everyone you know. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, welcome back. Now, let's give out some goodies to the one and only Sworn. Let's do it, everybody. This is what we got going here. All active members of the Sworn Club are in this cool cavern, and we're going to give some goodies. But let's get into it. What are we giving away? Well, first up, let's give away, copy of Mike Morg, copy of La Muerta, and a beautiful Vic Holland's Lady Death. That's wonderful. Let's see who is the lucky member that's going to get it. I'm going to dig deep, and I'm letting you know. I'll announce the first name and the first initial of the last name. That way, we're all men's on men's. Okay. Stephen W. Stephen W. People really win with Coffin Comics. Let's keep the good times going. That's you. Let's get here they are, everybody. That's right. Let's just do it right away. Do another one. You get it here? Whoops. All right. Adolfo R. Adolfo R. This is what you're going to get, Adolfo. You are receiving a copy of Lady Gunfighter, 48 pages, a nice naughty Lady Death by Eric Basildua, and a risque Hellwitch. I hope you're old enough for all this stuff. Well, if you're a Sworn Club member, you are. You know, I'm just back from Emerald City Comic Con, great state of Washington, the amazing city of Seattle. What a great town for food. But even cooler, it's a great town for Sworn Nation. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I was crowded with the madness that is Sworn Nation, super dedicated fiendom. It was fantastic. We shared stories and some things that we can't share. It was just great. And if you were there, it was so wonderful to meet each and every one of you. And let's do it again soon, right? I'm recovered, traveled back on Monday, and now I'm signing tables and tables and tables of stuff. Thank you for that. All right, let's pick one more person, a lucky Sworn Club member. Are you a member of the Sworn Club? If you're not, I highly encourage you to be. You might ask yourself why. Well, I'll tell you. First up, you get a goodie pack. That includes your membership card, lanyard, and other goodies like that, many of which will be updated as the year moves on. We also offer exclusive editions just for Sworn Club. Additionally, you get news 24 hours in advance of anyone else in the world. Then finally, you get a 1-hour advantage in the great majority of promotions on Coffin Comics Shop. So that's some of the advantages. We're actually working on some new ones. And so stay tuned for that. So let's pick our last lucky member and see what you're going to get. Let's get into it first. So I think first up, you're going to get a cool Lady Death as Elvis. Hope you're into Risque. Hellwitch Risque by David Harrigan. And holy mackerel, a beautiful Dawn McTague Risque. Yeah, we're giving away the good stuff. So that's what's up. It's another benefit. All right, final Swarm Club member. And that is Thomas B. Thomas B, this is for you. Just goes to show you, people really win with Coffin Comics. So, let's keep the party going and take a trip down memory lane. But before it, let's throw to the video.
Hi, my name is Dawn McTague, and I am a cover artist for Coffin Comics. This cover right here features Empress Death, and it is the Naughty Powers edition. I had a lot of fun working on this one. One thing that I tried that, honestly, just because I had just bought some, is I bought some cheesecloth at the dollar store to bring in textures for inking or painting. And so when I inked this piece with like some sumi ink, I used the cheesecloth and like a old busted brush, and I kind of pushed the brush through the cheesecloth so there's like more texture in here. And that was really fun to do. And I love bringing in texture, so that's something that I experimented with on this cover. And you can get it at coffincomicsshop.com.
Let's take a trip down memory lane, everybody, in a segment we like to call Remember This? Today we're talking about the Lady Death Lunchbox. Do you remember this? Released in the 90s, there was a whole series. We worked with Dynamic Forces and produced lunchboxes for Purgatory, Chastity, and Lady Death. Custom cover art on every single surface. That was one criticism I had of lunchboxes, is it'd be like one image repeated a lot. But in our case, every surface got a beautiful image. Do you have one of these? What other kinds of merch that you like? Let me see here. I see over here, Tony Augie. Hey, Augie man, recent birthday boy. What's up, kid? And Tony Anderson says he has that lunchbox. Well, I don't believe you unless you post a picture, Tony. So yeah, man, I love it. Remember this, man. That's what it's all about, all the goodies. Now, you know, something's coming to my mind. I didn't plan on saying this, but this is what I have to say. Everybody in Sworn Nation and beyond, please pay attention to the news that Coffin Comics is going to be putting out in the last week of this month, because it's something that you may have interest in. So don't go around saying that I didn't tell you so. The last week of the month, pay attention because something's up. And remember this? All right, everybody. Now let's jump into another segment. Before we do, I want to world premiere the video for our next promotion, Spring Breaker. So without further ado, roll it, baby. Welcome back, everybody, and this is the Beer with Brian segment. But we might as well call it Beverage with Brian because it's still working hours. I can't drink any booze. I'm thinking about it, though. So this is an informal conversation between you and I. If you have any questions about what's going on with Coffin Comics, I am happy to discuss those. Usually what I do is start this segment off by some of the things that I've been enjoying in pop culture. So I've actually been reading some books recently. So the first book that I have read that I really enjoyed is called The Dog Stars. The Dog Stars. The name of the author is escaping me, but it is a post-apocalyptic story. I read a lot of post-apocalyptic fiction, and I probably have read it all. I've been reading PA fiction since I was a young teen. This particular story is interesting because it is at once among the most violent stories of this kind and also the most poetic. It centers around a man who flies a Cessna plane outside of the Denver area 9 years after a devastating plague that left 1 out of 300 people alive. And I believe what I got out of this story, which is so at times delicately and poetically written that tears were coming to my eyes. It is really a rumination on loss and life in the face of complete annihilation. It's not an action-y kind of story. It is very, very grounded. Our main character is a lifetime fisherman, outdoorsman, and some of the survivors that he encounters are inordinately skilled hunters. I think you might enjoy it. It's about 400 pages. So that's the one that really has been capturing my attention. Let's see here. Kat says, Gin with Brian as it's past 5 here. You're right. If it's 5 for you, that's enough for me. Let's see here. Rich Emma's asked, has Mark Spears done any covers? This is what I'm here to let you know. Coffin Comics has a signed agreement with Mark Spears for a Lady Death cover. However, We are not going to be seeing that cover because he has a larger project to complete. So optimistically, we will see this cover about 6 months from now. I was very late to the game with Mark Spears. His work came to my attention only 3 months ago. But as soon as I saw his work, I simply reached out like a cold call because I looked at his work and I said, we must be like separated, like we are brothers from another mother type thing. He's a monster kid. So I did reach out, we got in communication, and we made this agreement. So yes, you can expect a Mark Spears Lady Death cover in the future, but it's not going to be today or tomorrow. All right, let's see here. Carbon Dioxide says, yo, Brian, I made Evil Ernie a playlist on Spotify. Sounds great. Rasham says, 6 months, I'll be ready. Barry Wolf says, Mark Spears is a beast. Mark Spears is absolutely a beast. So fantastic. Let's see here. The Hell Psych says hello to Lady Gunfighter and Lady Death. Hell yeah. All right, so let's see here. Jake is saying, I wonder if there will be a box for the unicorn cover that came out like you had for all this month's covers. Would love to collect all 12 boxes. As of this moment, we are scheduled to do boxes for each of the Zodiac. And then Carbon Dioxide said, how did you find Kyle Holtz? I don't think I found Kyle Holtz. Kyle Holtz is a force of nature. And when we worked together in the 90s, I was aware of his work. I was a fan. So I simply reached out. It was really that simple. We liked similar material, and that's how that began. Are you hyped for the new Final Destination movie? You know I am. I'll be among the first to watch it. That's definitely one of the more successful studio-driven horror franchises. I'm not the biggest fan of like studio horror, but there's been exceptions. In recent years, I think Smile's been fantastic. The studio A24 puts out tons of good horror, but when the big studios do it, sometimes it's like a little, I don't know, washed over. All right, so let's see here. Why pull away from Kickstarter? It's a good thing, but would like to know the reason. Was there something you didn't like on Kickstarter? Let me be clear. We love Kickstarter. Kickstarter has been nothing short of life-changing from Coffin Comics, and we do reserve the right to do projects on Kickstarter. However, we thought it was simply incumbent upon us to publish our regular publishing schedule through our own store, in a sense, which is Coffin Launch. So that's the main reason. It seemed like it was time to move on in that perspective. Over 10 seasons, we did 45 Kickstarters. It went great, but it just seemed like it was time for us to put our big boy and girl pants on and do it on through our own crowdfunding vehicle. Let's see here. Here's an idea. How about selling a comic print metallic card set of the same cover? Well, you'd be surprised that may or may not be the strongest avenue. What we like to do is to offer them separately so people can mix and match. But thank you so much for the idea. Let's see here. Hoping for a Lamorta Omnibus. That sounds good. Let's see here. Brian, I am loving updates on Demonicron from Art of Play. Will they be at the con? Well, I don't know, Barry, because we haven't announced the con, but we did run a survey and we heard from people, so we're ruminating on the results. So stand by. Let's see. Shockwave says, I really like Launch, and to me it makes perfect sense to have your own platform. Thank you. That's kind of exactly how we were seeing it. We do believe that through Launch we can minimize the time in between, like, okay, this is technical. So generally speaking, you complete a Kickstarter. Kickstarter takes 10 days to collect money, disperse the funds. Then we run a survey period of about 10 days, and then we're collecting the numbers, etc. So that is 3 extra weeks. We believe we could knock 2 weeks out and increase the velocity of the campaigns. And it's going to take a couple campaigns for us to get that momentum, but that's one of our goals. Let's see here. Kristen says, Launch is awesome. Any plans to bring back Swarovski crystal covers? Indeed, we actually do them. Frequently, we're doing them mainly on the campaigns. So you'll see them on every one of our Coffin Launch campaigns, except maybe Mike Morg. I'm not feeling like Swarovski crystals on Morg. That's just me. If I can get some like some crazy effect on there, like glow in the dark, I will. Let's see here. Has there been any demo of the Lady Death game? Have you played it? How much of a gamer are you? Okay, So the game is scheduled to ship April of 2026, and it's on track. The game is not yet playable, but they're expecting the beta version of the game to be playable around September, October of this year. So there'll be some announcements about that as time goes on, and you'll see like more of that information revealed during San Diego Comic-Con. And as far as being a gamer is concerned, I'm a very average gamer with actually no particular talent for it. But the good news is I'm a decent quality storyteller and understand and appreciate games, particularly from the storytelling, levels, reveals, unlocks, Easter eggs perspective. Let's see here. So Shockwave says, I actually picked up the Phantom and liked it. From what I've seen, it'll be even better and have a lot more to it. There is a lot to Demonicron. Like at a certain point, you don't want to give it all away because you want people to play it and have surprises. So it's a fun game. The plans are great. I mean, this is what I can tell you too, and you might know some of this, is that all the levels and the geography and the maps and what they look like are worked out. All our bosses on all the levels are worked out. And I don't want to say too much more, but the cool thing is they're very different than what we've presented in Lady Death to date. And this is canon. So we do say this particular story is canon. Let's see here. Barry, love the embossed metal covers that you made. Will it come back? Indeed, we're actually popping those out. You know, we've worked with our printer to improve that process, and we're offering them as often as we can because they're super rad. Tony Anderson says he can't wait to beta test the game. And if you are a backer of Demonicron, you are going to get that opportunity. Let's see here. Christopher says he can see crystals on Mike Moore. Let's go. Okay. Let's see here. Jason Johnson, will there be a hardcover of Hell Witch this year? I see you didn't offer one for the last Lady Death. Jason, we are stopping doing hardcovers on Coffin Launch campaign. And let me explain why. So we've done 45 campaigns where we offered hardcovers. Out of 45 campaigns, 30 of them had printing complications in the hardcover. So the thing that has always slowed us down is the hardcover process, because the interiors have to be printed, shipped to another bindery that prints the actual hardcover and merges it. However, 30 out of 45 times, there's been a complication. There have been times behind the scenes where we've had to redo print runs, et cetera, et cetera. And we just concluded that that is the end of an era, and for us to be efficient, we simply have to move on from hardcovers when we make periodicals. Would we consider hardcovers that are more long-term projects, long range? Yes. But as far as like the actual launch projects, it's time to move on. All right, so let's see here. Travis, ever thought about offering a wooden cover? Travis, I have thought about offering a wooden cover, but I was wondering, is wood metal? I don't know that it would be successful. I guess I'd have to hear more and more. Daryl Gene Johnson says, no, I love them hard. I appreciate that, man, and I respect it. Look, out of all the editions that we produced, the one that I adore the most are the hardcover. There is something very solid about it, but for the reasons I just mentioned, even I had to say, okay, enough of the redo of the hardcover. Look at it in a real business sense. We've had to redo 30 out of 45 hardcovers. Sometime, in the great majority of the time, it didn't cost Coffin Comics money, but it certainly cost Coffin Comics time, and time is of the essence. So that's the explanation for that. All right, let's see here. Travis will send me some pics. Need to get a different publisher for hardcovers, it sounds like. Rodney, I am here to let you know that we have gone through no less than 8 different printers to attempt to get hardcovers on a timely basis. Now keep in mind, this is timely, right? We're doing a consistent bi-monthly to quarterly schedule. This is not to say that any one of these printers couldn't have done it if they had more of a time frame. But we're on a periodical time frame. We're putting stuff out very, very rapidly. In any event, so we hear some leather covers, time is money, La Muerta shirts. Sounds good. All right. So here we are, folks. I'd like to find one final question. Ray is saying living for metal. That's right, Ray. I look forward to seeing you possibly in Texas. Any plans to bring back the Capricorn for fans who missed out? That is very possible. It is indeed possible that we will offer again the Zodiac for those who missed out. Let's see here. Burnt wood could work, especially for Mike Moore. Yeah, it's possible without a doubt. Who knows? Who knows what are plans? All right, everybody. So check this out. Okay, here's one more. Chromium covers are outdated, but as an old chaos guy, I miss them. Darth, I love them too. Couple problems with Chromium. Chromium is a patented process produced by one printing company in San Diego. Couple things. I don't know if they exist. Secondarily, their minimums were always very, very high. 3, I heard a rumor that they are just not willing to print for any comics whatsoever, like even Spider-Man. So I think it has, I don't know, that's the rumor. Okay. Augie says, see you guys at Swornfest hopefully next year. If there is a Swornfest, you bet. And Carbon says he'd like to see an Alex Nino variant cover. That's cool. He is metal. That's true. Yeah, him and Romeo Tagal and some of the other greats. Absolutely. All right, cool. Ray, I will definitely see you in your hometown. You got to bring the booze and we'll have a shot. And let's see here. I think let's see here. I am burning one now. Puff, puff, pass. Okay, I get it, man. Look, everybody, this has been a wonderful and zesty Sworn Club show for the month of March. Can you believe we're halfway through March? I can't believe it. All I got to say is this. You guys and gals have been great. I've been Brian Pulido. Slay you later.